Hello. I know I look really different. I just cut my hair today. It might look a little choppy, but this is the food that I'm having, which is some wings, which is what I've always wanted. But I'm gonna pretty much talk about what really happened today. And what I really noticed was I was treated like so differently when I cut my hair. And I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it and speak about it, but there really is like a difference when like you cut your hair. You know, I almost feel like, I almost felt like I was being like kicked to like the curb. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I know I have the face for short hair and whatnot, right? But maybe it's like I'm not used to that, you know, being on the same like playing field. But there's a level of respect, I guess, that I'm treated with, There's a more cautious approach when I have like, shorter hair, you know, versus being at my job, because I'm the only like Black person there. And I kind of feel like they're scared of me. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm not sure. But I feel like I'm not really sure if they take me just socializing with them as flirty. And it's like, no, I'm just being friendly. Um, but yeah, I pretty much relapsed again. I know, I'm a fucking mess, you know. But what I did was I had some gin. And then after that I had beers, you know, because I know that you can drink like beers, but you can't really get drunk off of it. So it's like I wasn't really so drunk, same, but at the same time I was really aware with the person. He's really cool and whatnot. But he's a Scorpio. And he showed like regular traits and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know. Because the last time that I talked to a Scorpio, and I know a few Scorpios, my sister is a Scorpio, right? And she had like a whole bunch of people ringing up her phone and, being obsessive, weird. You know what I mean? I'm eating all types of snacks, right? Forgive me. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of stuff in this live, right? So there might be a little, album review in between. So, I'm just talking, getting this all out my system. But this guy, that I told him that I have no intentions on, going to your place and like smashing or whatnot. So he wants to walk me all the way home. But I let him walk me like further down the street from where I stay. So he doesn't know where I live. But I'm like, it's kind of weird though that I told you that I have no intentions on fucking you, but you want to like walk me home. You want to walk all the way to where I live after the bar is closed. And I'm like, okay, cool, but it's going to end from there. And from what I learned about me is that it's like I can't do hookups. I can't do that at all. But the way that my schedule is set up, it's like, okay, it's making room for a hookup, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell people that, it's just like, well, okay, you could make room for a hookup, but it's like that's not what I want. You know what I mean? That's not what I want. So it's just like, and I'm going to go into basically like the reason why I say this, and this might upset people. I don't know, but I just kind of feel like for me, it's kind of hard for me to like get into penetrative sex. It's really hard for me to get to that stage. You know what I mean? Because it's like when haven't when haven't I went there with someone and it got disrespectful? And I'm pretty sure that a lot of women is going to resonate with me with this because it's like no man has voted about eating a woman out until she fucking comes or whatnot, right? But as soon as he sticks his dick up in her, then they want to tell the whole world. And I'm like, sex is sex, and I'm like, why in the world do y'all feel some type of way about? And I guess because it's like, and that's what makes me think that sex to them is like a power play situation. And that's why I feel like I'm turned off from like penetrative sex overall. The most action that I've got is basically just head. That's it. I got mostly head. That was it, you know. But we never really got there to that stage to where it's like, oh, I just want you to, put your dick in me. And it's like, no, because I feel like that there's a power play type of thing in it. I don't want to feel like you just want to be with me because you want to conquer me. I want to feel like that there's like a I don't want to feel like I want to feel like there's something mutual there, not you just trying to conquer me. But I want to rant about this thing about um like I know for sure my hair grows pretty fast, and like I pretty much notice the difference in how people treat me when I have like shorter hair versus longer. Even the people that I known before, you know, they was like okay with me like getting my own things. And I'm like, what's up with that? You see me before, so what's up with that? You know, but it tells me a lot. You know, it tells me a lot about the experience. I learned a lot from the experience. You know, like where does the intimidation comes from me having like shorter hair? You know, and it's kind of funny because it's like I'm the same person. Period. You know, and my nail came off. I had to rip it off. Fucking hate it. But there was a lot that I learned throughout this week. But pretty much, you know, having shorter hair, you know, especially, you know, being a black woman. But it's not being a victim complex because it's like, because there's no problem with, you know, with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, but I just know that things change. And now I know not to like, you know, take things so seriously, take things to heart. And not putting a chicken, you know, chicken on these wings. Not at all. I'm gonna give me a 6 piece tomorrow. But like I said, it's just that even when I learned from this like this type of thing, it's just like even when I intend on saving this amount of money, I end up spending more than I should every time. I met that I've seen before, and that was pretty cool. But in all of this, like I feel like a fucking dork. And it's like, yes, I've been a dork before. I've been a dork in high school, but I don't I didn't expect to be a fucking dork in my fucking like adulthood, you know. But don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is like what I'm saying is it's like I have to like, you know, actually like I actually have to like, you know what I'm saying, like put the work in to like to like be something, you know, to like to be seen, you know what I'm saying, versus what it was in your early like 20s. And I guess that's what I'm not used to, but you know, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. I like the invisibility in a sense when I go to school, but I don't like I don't like the invisibility everywhere else because I might not, because I'm not like, and I know, and I know that like I'm attractive in some way to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to accessorize and things like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Like, I try not to worry about that because, like, I try to, like, really see what is important to me. Because what is important to me is getting the fuck up out of here, getting my degree, and getting a stable job. That's all that fucking matters to me. It's like just overall stability. You know what I mean? But you sometimes it's like you tune in too much into the world and you get caught up with the shit and then you kind of get convinced that this is way more important. And I feel like this that might just be part of the human experience. I'm not sure. Hmm. That's probably what that is. I mean, I shouldn't even be up at this time, but this is not another, it's not another like, sob story, but I'm just being, I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Most likely though, when I get my money up and shit, I'm just gonna like, I'm just gonna like venture out, you know, because I know it's all about resources and opportunities and more about, who you know. So I'm not tripping about that. Sorry, I'm gonna smash some of this chicken right now, but I know tomorrow I just want to watch some Joy Bishop and do my homework and study. Oh shit. Oh shit. My whole fucking damn. They ain't give me enough fries. It fell in my bed. Hold up. I hate this shit fucking happen. I hate my nail fucking broke off. But I just, you know, I just can't get over the fact that, I'm cute, but people are just looking for sexy nowadays. But I don't mind it because it's like at the same time it filters out people, you know. They're exactly my type. Ah, I can wipe this mild sauce off my fucking bed. Fucking toppled over. But one review that I would do on an album is I'm gonna have to do a blind pick, okay? Okay. I'm gonna do a blind review. So what I wanted to do is this album review, which is Jordan Knight. And I wanted to do this at first with like a makeup palette, but I will do a second one on this one. But to give you a summary on this album, right, is that at first, let me get my chicken. At first, you look at this album, right, and you don't think nothing of it. And this is how I felt when I see this at the thrift store. I know Jordan Knight. He's the like a member of the New Kids of the Block. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like the way that he sings is almost like, I'll be sure in a sense. You know what I mean? Like his tone. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's like an I'll be sure tone, I'll be sure tone. You know what I mean? Um, I will give this album, honestly, a fucking 8 out of 10. I'll give this a fucking 8 out of 10. Um, Also, fun fact, Ramen Thick, he wrote some of these songs on here, of course. And I'm a Ramen Thick fan. This album right here, it got some heat, but it might be different for you. But for me, the way that I see things is like the way that I see music, right? Is that if you have a vision for it, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to any song as long as you have like, you know what I'm saying, a vision for it, a picture for it. You know what I mean? I have a very vivid imagination. So I'm able to like, kind of listen to almost everything, right? But I like this album because of the aesthetic. It's like blue. It's like this nice shade of blue. And it's also like it's really engraved. You know what I mean? I love this engraved. And the songs that I would actually recommend on this album I'm gonna show you the pictures on here. They did him dirty on this one. It was not his best. I'm not gonna lie. It's not his best angle. But yeah, I like this I like this like this blue grayish aesthetic. Somebody did a really good job on this. They really did. But the songs that I would recommend for sorry, oh, shit. For this album is Finally Finding Out and Don't Run. And let me see. I'm trying to figure out. It's Finally Finding Out, Don't Run, and give me a second. Broken by You. That's one. Those are the top three that I would recommend on this album. Seriously. This album right here is so you will look past this, but I'm pretty sure like when I first bought it, I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I got to listen to it, I was like, oh my God, this right here is so fucking bomb. I will listen to it. This is so fucking bomb. I will listen to it. So if any of you Jordan Knight fans, I'm pretty sure you know about this album. But I even got it by cassette tape, you know, and I listen to it every now and then because it's so special to me. It's so special to me in a sense, you know. Listen to the album, please. It's so good. I feel like, honestly, I kind of felt like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Robin Thicke was singing this whole album, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like because of this, Jordan Knight should have been doing more of this. I don't know what the fuck he's doing right now, but he needs to do more of this. This is his niche right here, okay? If anything, I feel like Robin Thicke should, continue writing songs, at least for Jordan Knight. I don't see why not. If you heard The Roof by Mariah Carey, Don't Run, they use the same instrumental. They use the same beat. I should say something. Jordan Knight should have been doing a lot more. And I feel like Robin Thicke should have been writing more songs. Or they should have been singing together. You know what I mean? I'm so irritated with people just ignoring their, potential. Like, what are you doing? It's irritating to me. But overall, I like the aesthetic of the album. I have a cassette tape, but I don't feel like getting it out right now. But it's the same quality. I love it. I like it. And you see in the back, he's all mysterious. He's all mysterious and stuff, right there. I just, this album is pretty good. But I wouldn't say like it's like, oh, it's like the best seller, but it's really good. It has everything. This album has a little bit of R&B, a little bit of dance, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of pop, a little bit of grunge. It has like, you know, it has the like, it has almost everything that you need in the album. You know what I mean when what you look for in an album. A perfect album that's worth it, that's worth enough for you to buy it. I say get this album right here. It has everything that you would need, you know, for a solid album. This is pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, you know. I would say some people might not know Jordan Knight, but they're gonna be bumping their heads to it. If you brought if you brought your boo over, most likely they're gonna be nodding their heads to it like, what is this? Jordan Knight. Jordan Knight. Right here. Jordan Knight. This is what I play to kind of like, and it's not a bad thing either. But that's mostly like when I'm tired of playing all of my like saying my up tempo CDs and cassettes and records, right? I use this right here to balance my like palette out. Just like how I like go towards John Mayer, Room for Squares album to balance it out. That's what the Jordan Knight album is to me. It is to balance, my whole music palette out. Yeah, that's what it is to me. But I don't feel like it's a bad thing because I feel like everyone has that one everyone has that one album where they go to just, to just balance everything that they've been listening to, just to like, balance everything out to just soothe it, you know. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, right? And that's what this album is to me. And it's not a bad thing because I adore it. I still I still listen to I still listen to like most of the album. I say like, once a week, once or twice a week. I love it. Jordan Knight is still out there doing his thing. But in my honest opinion, maybe Jordan Knight needs to like, talk to Robin Thicke and make some more songs. Have him write you some more songs. Because I don't know what you're doing. I like Valentine Girl though. That shit was hot. That shit was hot. Yeah. But I say you, like, in a sense, it's like I just feel like depending, well, I understand because of like, because these days, you have to appeal to like the newer crowd. And if he was to like write something now, it would probably like appeal to like, people that already know him. But so then I understand, but honestly, this was a good ass album from him. I'm not gonna lie. This shit slap. That shit slap. Yeah. So 8 out of 10. Also, I have the foreign exchange connected. Let me tell you, when I first heard Come Around, I was hooked. And I remember I was with my ex-boyfriend and I was at his house. And this was the day when basically we got caught. I guess he wasn't supposed to be having company over there. But I skipped school to be with him, to get laid. And I was playing this. Like, yeah, this shit was fucking mom. Like, the foreign exchange is like, and then all of that, I was listening to, I was most likely listening to Nick's Groove and Come Around and All That You Are. This right here, the foreign exchange connected, the album. I love the foreign exchange so much. They have been with me throughout my whole high school life. I'm gonna open the album and show you what it looks like. And I kind of hate that, people critique them so harshly. But what I like about the foreign exchange is that, it's not so heavily like engineered. It's not, you know, it's really that raw feeling. It makes me feel like I'm with like, it's like I'm with my friends at a studio and we just laughing and we just rapping about shit. It's really endearing in a way. It makes me feel closer to them. That's what I like about this album here. That's what I really like about that album. And the songs that I would recommend is, Mixed Groove, Come Around, and also Call and All That You Are. And of course, I listen to Zoe. I have like 3 albums of his. I think it's Sunstorm, and then I think it's something. Then it's something else. I forgot. I got 3 albums though. I love Zoe. I even got the hoodie. I'm gonna wear it this fall. Yeah, it just gives you that whole like that urban love experience. It takes you back to that time. You know, all over again. It takes you back to that time again. That's what I like about foreign exchange. If you listen to Little Brother, that's the shit. Bro, I'm trying to get that album next. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I want Little Brother on my list. When I heard that, that shit was so cold. I'm like, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. If there's a love, I want to love like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to love like that album. Like, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like Little Brother. I love me some Little Brother. Like this right here, this album right here, this was everything. This album was everything. Ugh. Also, hold on. I'm so busy eating wings. I'm just happy that I got wings, you know, because that was my overall mission was to get wings. As soon as I got out of work, I was like, I'm either gonna get like a 4 piece or a 6 piece. But then I had lunch. And I was like, I might get a 4 piece. But then I went to the bar. Uh, I know I'm not gonna be hungover though tomorrow. I might be a little bit sleepy, but that's about it.